It was Scottish Premiership dominance on match day 1 of the Premier Sports Cup. Unless, of course, your manager is Jim Goodwin, because there was no win for Dundee United as they fell to Falkirk. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football here for your Sports Premier Cup. Sports Premier Cup. It doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
It doesn't. You were on the ropes there.
I was on the ropes.
A long bloody time.
It's the Premier Sports.
It's that one.
That one there.
Call what you want. The Diddy League Cup.
The Diddy League Cup.
The cup only matters if you win
They
the
should
league.
stop changing the name. How are you supposed to remember the name when it gets changed every single season?
It was never Sports Premier. So
well, I mean, who
Premier
knows?
in.
I mean, it might be.
Anyway, Queen of the South source collapse is the Don refereeing the Dons oversaw it. As Aberdeen won 3-0.
Don Robertson with the win there, but let's go back to the intro. Jim Goodwin, could he win the sack race when you look at the Premiership clubs? I think so. Last season, he sneaked past Raith Rovers. They got knocked out early in the Premier Sports group stages. I think they lost their first 2 games. They were abysmal there. They weren't very good against Falkirk. If Jim Goodwin fails to get Dundee United into the last 16 of the League Cup and he gets off to a poor start in the league, could we see him be gone probably by September, October time?
Yeah, I mean, I remember I said last season...
I don't think there's much money in the bank either and I don't mean in terms of finance, I just mean credibility. I don't think there's a lot...
Credit in the bank then? That's the one we're looking for?
Credit in the bank. I don't think he's got much.
No.
Keep in mind, this is a guy that lost the last 5 post-split games to take Dundee United down 2 years ago.
I predict they wouldn't make it to July last year. Will he make it to this July? Tell you what, if they go to this, he might not.
He might not, but we'll talk more about that when we get to it. Anyway, right, the live game, well, they were all live technically, but the televised live game, it was Queen of the South taking on Aberdeen. Good win for the brand new manager, Jimmy Phelan. Goals for Sockler twice, and Graham Shinnie Esther, as we like to call him here. People, see all these people that say Graham Shinnie's an excuse for a footballer. I don't know. I think Graham Shinnie's good.
It was a good goal. Brilliant goal. Skint past about 4 men.
I mean, he did look like Iniesta for about 2.3 seconds.
He did for this goal, he did. But is what it is.
You know, just a guy that probably should have had more caps for Scotland as well, I believe.
Only had 1.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of did transition from left back to midfield, but here better than transition from man to woman, I guess. So, yeah, anything else to add here?
Well, I mean, if he transitioned to a woman, he'd probably be the star player. Well, no, he would be. In fact, he probably.
You think he'd be on the Euro coverage, you know, in packets of Walker's crisps?
He could be, aye, definitely. He'd be all that stuff. He'd be the best women's footballer to ever live. But anyway, let's talk about...
What do you think his female name would be? Georgina or something? Or?
That'd be more if you're called George. Graham. Gray? I don't know.
Well, let's just move on.
Well, that's plenty. Anyway, Dumbarton won, East Kilbride won. Went to penalties, and East Kilbride won, so they get the 2 points.
Well, it's good to know that 4 penalties is better than 2 penalties here. So.
I added them up myself. Oh. I didn't see the 2-4.
You're a brainy bastard, aren't you?
I am.
Oh.
I am. That's
did you
what
pull
your math gets
Did you pull out the calculator or did you use your fingers?
I used my fingers.
There you go.
Anyway, 1-1. Let's talk about Jim Goodwin.
Well, let's talk about him. Dylan Tate and Ross McKeever with the goals for Falkirk. Dundee United absolutely dominated. McKeever.
Shite, Jim Goodwin.
We'll just call him Ross for the sake of this video. Yeah, so Dundee United, not good. I actually predicted a draw in my accumulator. I had this down for a draw. I was expecting Falkirk to get something. Didn't quite see them winning 2-0 though.
I'm not surprised. Falkirk's a good team. Dundee United are a bit mince, but yeah, I mean, 2-0. They were really bad though. I think Falkirk will win the championship. There you go. There's an early season prediction.
It's a bold statement.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, there you go then. Well, they've got more chance than Livingston.
Dundee United, what will they win?
Wooden spoon. Up next, we've got Stenhouse Moor, another league winner, where they defeated Bucky Thistle 4-0. Matthew Aitken, Ross Taylor, and Michael Anderson. It's like Michael Van Gerwen and Gary Anderson.
Well, I was looking forward to burying Jim Goodwin for a few more minutes, but we'll just have to move on to Stenhouse Muir.
Well, let's go back to Jim Goodwin.
You've moved us on to Stenhouse Muir.
Well, we can move on. Everybody's got their 15 minutes of fame, and Jim Goodwin's ran out a long time ago.
Let's talk about this tremendous Stenhouse Muir Bucky Thistle match.
I want to talk about Jim Goodwin.
We'll talk about him then.
Yo, I'm not saying it's not bad, right? But he's lost to a really good Falkirk team. It could be worse. He's not lost to Bucky Thistle. Something tells me you don't like the guy. We had to go back in the intro to get into Jim Goodwin. Now we have to go back to the match again to Jim
Hold
Goodwin.
on.
What about the outro? We're going to go into Jim Goodwin then?
What do you mean I don't like him? When he got sacked for Aberdeen, I was saying I felt really bad for the guy.
Well, what about him now?
I just don't. I think he's had. I think he fell out the sky, and instead of landing in shite, he landed in a big tub,
Tangerine coloured shite.
a big tub of flowers or something. Because not many managers can get disgraced at Aberdeen, lose to Darvel, get pumped 6-0,
Then 5-0.
and then end up in the Dundee United job. Yes, they might have been struggling at the time, and they might have been heading down to the Championship, but it is tough to get embarrassed at like the third or fourth biggest club in Scotland, and then wind up your next job with the sixth biggest club in Scotland. Now
But is that the gap?
What do you mean? Is that the gap? Of course, that's the gap.
That's what I'm saying. That's the gap between Aberdeen and Dundee United then.
What, fourth, third, and fourth, and sixth?
No, what I'm saying, no, not the gap, right? I'm just saying, because you can obviously have gaps between second and third. Is that just the gap between Aberdeen and Dundee United? It's that big?
There was only a couple of seasons ago Dundee United were finishing in European places, so.
Alright, but Aberdeen over the past decades had the more success.
That's irrelevant.
Is it irrelevant?
Seeing Scottish football, right? You can within like 2 seasons you can go from being in the Championship to top 6 competing in no doubt about it. There's not that much of a difference. All the clubs are relative. Let's not pretend like Dundee United's a massive rebuild job.
No, it's not. But cut the guy a bit of slack, man.
You're the one saying Dundee United should be getting top 6.
Who said that?
You've said that multiple times over the past.
We've lost 2-0 to Falkirk, man.
You've been
They
saying
could still get top 6, by the way.
Dundee came up and they got top. So Dundee came up and they got top 6.
Dundee United should be getting in the top 6.
So there you go. So what's this gap then? What are you talking about gap?
Aberdeen are fucking clear of Dundee United as a club stature, that's what I'm saying. Maybe not right now in the pit. What the fuck are they are?
Aberdeen finished bottom 6 last season. Most people believe that Dundee United should be a top 6 club.
Neil Warnock ain't going to Dundee United. Neil Warnock's going to Aberdeen. Alright?
I tell you.
Aberdeen has got players worth millions. Like Miovski. Who the fuck have Dundee United got? Answer me, riddle me that, Batman.
Give you 2 seasons and Dundee United might... Here, 10 years ago, Dundee United had fucking players worth millions.
Aye, and they went for nothing.
Aye, they went for nothing. That's the Scottish way, isn't it?
Aye.
But the point is, here, there's not a big gap between Dundee and it. Name me a manager, like, in England, you wouldn't get absolutely embarrassed at the third biggest club or fourth biggest club and get absolutely destroyed and then wind up at, like, the sixth biggest club.
Apples and oranges, alright?
No, I just wouldn't... Why can't you just accept that Jim Goodwin is locked into this Dundee United job?
I'm going to disagree with that logic,
so he's
right?
not... Alright, okay.
Well, I'm not saying he's not locked into it, but...
So, wait, you don't think...
How many times has Mourinho bounced around clubs? Conte? They've went for Chelsea and United,
They've
Tottenham 6th.
Nah, they've got a reputation, they've done stuff, they've won trophies. What Jim Goodwin won?
Yeah, but the league is in a different stature. Yeah, but Jim Goodwin's doing the fucking Premier League, is he?
So you don't think Jim Goodwin done well to get destroyed off Hibs and Hearts 6-0, 5-0?
I wouldn't have gave him the job, no.
Get beat off Darvel and then end up at Dundee United.
You felt sorry for him, I didn't.
See, after he got sacked at Aberdeen, I thought he'd have probably had to go to the Championship, a real Championship. No, well, who then?
What's the real Championship?
A club that belongs in the Championship.
No. Maybe like a Ross County.
Oh, hold on here. So why Callum Davidson? Where's he? Why is he?
But just because Callum Davidson got put down doesn't mean he didn't.
He didn't get put down. He's still alive. Right, he's no dead.
You know what I mean? Put down to a level that's shite. That's not his fault.
Hold on. Callum Davidson won the cup double.
Yes, but he was managing St Johnstone. People maybe just viewed it as a fluke.
Oh, well, people didn't think Jim Goodwin was good enough to get the Aberdeen job in the first place.
Right, can we just move on?
I just don't see how you can't accept that this guy has been extremely fortunate to get the Aberdeen job in the first place, right? Make an absolute mess of it, and then somehow fall into the Dundee United job, which most people would consider Dundee United the 6th biggest club in Scotland.
All I'm saying is...
And if Hibs weren't based in Edinburgh... If Hibs weren't based in Edinburgh and didn't have a great club as a rival, Dundee United would be the 5th biggest club.
Right, well listen to this, Batman, alright?
Riddle me that.
Riddle me this. Say Stephen Naismith had a shite 6 months and Hearts were 10th in the league and they sacked him, but they also sacked Jim Goodwin, Dundee United, and Dundee United appoint Stephen Naismith. Would you be massively surprised? Or is that not just a gulf between the clubs?
Hold on, look what Stephen Naismith done last season.
Oh, according to you, it was pish. You were bashing the guy from the get-go.
He beat Celtic twice, man. They cut the gap to Rangers and Celtic. They were clearly the third best team.
Right, let's move on.
I don't know what Jim Goodwin done to
Now,
get
let's
that
talk
team
about
job.
your favourite team, Hibs.
Did they club?
Biddy Club.
That wee club for Edinburgh that nobody knows.
Sure, I said Dundee, and it's bigger than Hibs.
I don't think that. I think because
You think Hibs, because they've got Hearts as a rival, that makes them bigger?
That was a little bit of a piss take. I'd say more for the fact they're in the capital.
Oh, they're in the capital. Aberdeen aren't in the capital.
So there was in top 6 in order in Scotland.
Sure, the capital's more valuable than Glasgow.
Right, top 6 clubs, Scotland go. In terms of biggest.
From
Go.
bottom to first?
No, from first to bottom. Let's just get the controversial bit out the way straight away here.
Right, Rangers, Celtic.
How many European Cups do Rangers have?
None. It's all about the
Like the same amount of trophies as Celtic domestically.
titles, isn't it?
Aye, well,
I tell you what, ask me this next season, and you know what? I'll be fucking forced to say Celtic.
no, you're the guy that says Celtic would have to overtake Rangers and then stay in front for about 10 years to be considered more successful.
Yeah, but if they jump back and forth between each other, you would be like, well, Rangers did have it there for like
What about
hundreds of years.
What about recent
what
about recent dominance?
You got to factor that in as well. There's a lot of
Who's got the recent
It'd
dominance?
be Celtic every day of the week.
So they're the biggest club.
But
in
you would
Scotland?
argue that Rangers have had the, over the club's history, have got the dominance.
Just say what a lot of Rangers fans believe. Celtic can never become the most dominant club in Scotland
Why?
because they're not Rangers.
It doesn't work like that. I'm not delusional. Anyway,
So as a Rangers fan, what will it take for you to say Celtic are the biggest club? Just give me a number.
well, they're joint.
No, but what will it take for you to say that they're clear number one? Just out of curiosity. Because I'll be see if Hibs started winning league titles, I'd have to say they're bigger than Hearts, wouldn't I? If Hearts are still finishing third and fourth and Hibs are winning league title, I couldn't turn around and
If
say.
we get to 2030 and Celtic are clear of Rangers, then I think you've just got to accept it.
What if Celtic win a treble this season and they go clear anyway?
Well, you've got to say, as of right now, they are, but it's a tough line. I don't know.
Just give me your top 6 then.
Right, Rangers, Celtic, Aberdeen, Hearts, Dundee United, Hibs.
What's it take for Hearts to go above Aberdeen?
Win a European trophy.
Well, that's not going to happen, is it?
So you're fucked then.
Forever below Aberdeen, right?
That's why that Europa League was important to Rangers. Obviously it was, but I mean, you win that. I mean, that gives you some breathing space. It's a massive European trophy in an era where it's just unheard of.
You know what I find frustrating? Celtic and Rangers, I think, could actually win the Europa Conference League, but they'll never be in it.
Yeah. Anyway, well, they'll never. Well, can't be really.
No, you can't drop down now.
Maybe Rangers will finish 4th this season because of Hampden. Anyway, right, Hibs won 5-0. Dylan Fente hat trick. Marvin and Morton with a goal apiece. Thoughts on it?
I mean, good win for Hibs, but I can't say too much, like, because if they didn't beat Elgin City, it would be.
Yeah. Right,
No.
let's say something about this.
It'd
So
be
5-0. That's a good result.
I expected Queen's Park to win, probably not by that margin though.
No. Absolutely mental result. Then we had an Athletic defeating Inverness.
Surprised,
Inverness are a mess.
Inverness are in trouble, by the way. I mean, I think we could be seeing the end of this football club. Sad to say, but yeah, I'm not convinced.
You got a point?
Well, I don't know. If it cost £1 to buy Rangers, Inverness should be about 10p, you know?
10p. Fuck, they should be for free. They should be paying you. Fucking put the signature in.
Fucking dodgy check or something, I don't know.
Aye. Right, Bonnyrigg Rose 1, Dundee 7. I mean, that's a mental one.
Can Dundee repeat what they done last season?
Why not?
Who won Manager of the Year last year again?
Tony Docherty.
They don't give it to Derek McInnes?
I think it was.
I don't mean
actually.
our awards, I mean like the real ones.
I think it was. No, I think it was. Was it Rodgers? Because they were all complaining that Rodgers got it.
I think Tony Docherty should have got it. No one predicted Dundee. Even
No one.
I predicted Dundee to finish 9th, and I was expecting them to have a good season.
It is what it is, right? 7-1, great
Good
result.
win.
Livingston.
I predicted Livy to win 2-0. Did I go 2-0 or 1-0? I went with Livy to win a clean sheet. Can't remember the exact scoreline. Would you like to see Livy back in the Premier League next
No.
season? No. Alright, fair enough.
They're down. Sorry, Davey.
Well, I know they're down, but do you want to see them come back up?
No. 3-0, Dunfermline.
I predicted Dunfermline to win this.
Lewis
Do you think
McCann.
could they be battling for that championship title? Who's it between?
Yeah, of course.
Is it like a 1, 2, 3 horse race, or do you think it could be one of those seasons where maybe there's like
Multiple.
6 or 7 teams that could realistically have a shout.
I think there could be multiple, aye. There's no clear favourite.
Right.
I just don't think Livingston are good enough to be a clear favourite.
Craig Levine's St Johnstone sneak past Brecon City. I mean, a win was expected, but perhaps not by this small a margin.
I know, but
I mean, that late goal,
makes it
but
look better for
even
Brecon.
then, 2-0 is not. Did Brecon not still in the lower leagues? Or did they come up? No, they didn't.
I don't know where they are.
Brecon are a Highland club. Highland? Are they in the Highlands or Lowlands?
Well,
Pretty sure they play in the Highlands.
Oh, there you go then. They're shite.
That's a poor.
Decent attendance, though.
Yeah, that's all.
Anyway, right, this, I think,
Craig
shocked with the
Napier,
weekend.
Yeah, I had Morton in my coupon and I realised about 22 minutes into the game that my coupon was done. What is happening to Greenock Morton?
Don't know what's happening. I mean, you can't be losing 3-0 to East 5. I do know that.
Who's the Greenock Morton manager?
Do not know. Do not care.
Is it no Callum Davison?
Is it? No, he's Queen's Park manager.
Oh, yeah. Who's Morton? Dougie Emery? Or did he leave? He got sacked.
I don't know. I'm not going to pretend I know who it is. I know it's not that guy.
Anyway, it might not be the same guy it was yesterday.
Aye.
Because that's a shocking result.
That is a shocking result.
3-0 East 5.
Another 3-0. Motherwell, Stephen O'Donnell, Dan Casey, Kofi Balmer.
Big Stephen O'Donnell there. Couldn't score against England in the Euros, but he got a goal against Edinburgh City. Just as good, eh?
Yep.
Big Mooney.
Alright, Partick Thistle defeated Montrose 3-2.
Big win there for Partick Thistle. Could be another one of those teams competing for the championship this season.
Could be.
You said multiple teams. Will Partick be one of them? Maybe, but they beat Montrose to be expected, to be honest, and 3-2 win in the end. Probably closer, though, than I expected the match to be. I thought Partick would have won by quite a few.
Absolutely. And Rafe Rovers won 3-0, and they had to get a shovel at mid-game and clear up a hole on the pitch. Thoughts on that?
Clear up a hole.
I had to put sand into it.
Sums up the Scottish game, doesn't it, really?
Ian Connolly, though, hat-trick. And then the boys in Stranraer, aye, 3-1, Ross County, good night. That's a long fucking trip, by the way.
Jordan White, Eamon Brophy, some big wins there. Some big goals, even, should I say. Stranraer got one back. Darren Lang.
Yeah, they made it 2-1.
Did make it 2-1. Ross County put them to bed. That is it. And now we will look at the tables.
We will look at the league tables.
That you haven't prepared.
No, I haven't prepared them, but you know what? Look how easy that was, everybody. All right. So look at that group.
Group
Your
A.
eyes on that one.
Aberdeen leading the way. Airdrieonians yet to play. Could Airdrieonians challenge Aberdeen in this, or do you think Airdrie would just try and get through as a second place
I
team?
don't see why Airdrie couldn't challenge Aberdeen. I mean, if you beat the other three, then you beat Aberdeen. Well, obviously, I mean, you'd be through, like, but yeah, why not Airdrie? Go for it. Aberdeen, Airdrie, what a game.
Realistically, you're in a. I mean, 9 points will see you through, won't it?
Yes. Don't see how it
In
would.
second place, 9 points will see you through.
It's got to be.
Alright, let's look at Group B then. Stenhousemuir leading the way, 4-0 win over Buckie Thistle. I do think Dundee United got a tough group here. I actually predicted Ayr to top this group. Now, they didn't play, but predictions looking no bad now.
Yeah, I mean, if Dundee United lose the air, I think it's all over.
Is that their next game?
I don't know who's the next game is.
But yeah, Dundee United, you could easily see not getting out of this group now.
I think it actually might be Ayr, you know. I think it's at Somerset Park.
Even if Dundee United got a draw against Ayr and they beat Buckie and Stenhousemuir, 7 points might not be enough to take you through in second.
It might not be enough. As we go into Group C, Hibs, easy enough group.
Yeah, the Hibs did in recent seasons, but made it through this time. So,
Well, yeah.
they haven't made it through, but they've got a good
Actually,
start.
it's Ayr United against Falkirk.
They got a good start there. Hibernian, I mean, Queen's Park, I think could pose them some problems, but I mean, Hibs should be beaten. Although, again, like I say, is the only positive thing here for Hibs is finally they're up against a Hearts team that they should be able to beat. So, might get a wee bit of momentum in there.
Wee bit of momentum in there as we go to the next group. Dundee, Annan, Arbroath, Inverness and Bonnie Rose. I was going to
Easy
say...
group for Aberdeen, isn't it, really, when you think about it?
Aberdeen.
Dundee, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, Inverness will probably finish fourth. They might beat Bonnie Rose.
But they may not.
I think Dundee will smoke every team.
Well, they should. Dundee should be getting 12 points out of this.
They should be. Next group. Dunfermline, Livy, Cove Rangers, Forfar Athletic and the Spartans.
Tough one to call this between Dunfermline and Livy.
I'd go with
either way.
Dunfermline.
You'd go with
And
Dunfermline.
then our last, East Fife St Johnstone, Alloa Athletic, Brecon City, Greenock, Morton.
Tell you what, I know an easy group for St Johnstone. Whether or not they make it easy remains to be seen.
Well, they're
but
behind these 5, that's for sure.
they should top that.
And then another group, Group H, we've got Motherwell, Partick Thistle, Clyde, Montrose, and Edinburgh City.
Yep. Partick could cause Motherwell problems, but I think Motherwell's had some good business in the transfer window. I would expect them to win this group, and at the moment they're winning it. So
Absolutely. And in the final group, Rafe Rovers, Ross County, Hamilton, Stranraer, Stirling Albion.
I actually predicted Rafe to top this group, despite them being the Championship club and not the Premiership club. I think it could be close, but
Revenge of last season.
yeah, obviously Ross County were far superior in the playoffs, but new season, and I think Rafe Rovers could edge it. And right now they're currently edging it, so we'll see what happens. But there you go, guys. That's it.
That's it for your Premier Sports, Not Sports Premier Cup review shows. Until next time, peace.